Hey,
Bro.
let's see. All right, brother. Shalom, Akim. Slaggy, me and the brothers combo. We want to give all glory and praises to Yahweh,
Yahweh, Ba'ashem,
Ba'ashem,
Yahushai,
Yahushai,
Ba'ashem,
Ba'ashem, Rakakwadash, the
Rakakwadash.
ones, the apostles, that was great millstone. This salutations to hopeful let prison word truth sincerity, or this GMS LA South Bay coming back with another video. And pretty much going. I was watching. The brother, one of the top brothers in the Dallas camp. The brother goes by the name of Micah Allah. He did a very edifying video on, I believe the video was called Stop the Dry Talking, if I'm not mistaken. But basically in the video, the brother was, speaking on, not being a hypocrite. You know what I'm saying? Not your actions not matching your words, or you're not being an example, leading by example, or just leading by your works, leading by example, instead of just talking to talk. You gotta walk the walk. And and this truth, that's what this truth is all about. This truth is about action. You know what I'm saying? The truth is about, how you walking among your neighbors, your brothers. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, we building a nation. In order to build a nation, that nation has to be in harmony with each other. So we gonna go into the scripture. Like I said, this is land backing off that brother's video. Inspiration from that brother's video. So hopefully this is edifying.
And this is Ecclesiastes 7 and 16. It says, Be not over righteous much, neither make thyself over wise. Why
Mm-hmm.
shouldest thou destroy thyself?
Right. So it's saying not to be over righteous. And look at the setup we in. We in the wicked setup, right? And we trying the best we can to be righteous, to walk righteous, to walk according to the scriptures.
Yeah.
But at the same time, you gotta be realistic. You know what I'm saying? You gotta deal with being. You gotta have a, yeah, we striving to be perfect, but you gotta be realistic about the setup we in. Every brother, it's gonna be times where brothers ain't gonna be on point. It's gonna be times where brothers ain't at their best, so to speak. But that doesn't give you license to write a brother off, or to nitpick everything a brother does. Because like at the end of the day, we all imperfect. All of us got flaws. We're all flawed in a way. There's certain things that I may do that may rub another brother the wrong way. It's vice versa. But at the end of the day, why are we here? We're here to push forth this word. You know what I'm saying? We can't be on camera. We got alts. We have issues, and we airing each other out on camera. That ain't cool.
Uh,
You know what I'm saying? I ain't saying that anybody doing that, but that's something we shouldn't do.
hey, bro, if you don't mind
So,
me saying,
yep,
hey, in this thing, in this truth, and I was gonna say this thing of ours, as Apostle Bar says,
yep,
in this thing of ours, is in this truth, in this work, in this ministry. Hey, man, you can't be looking at the next man, always nitpicking on everything he might do.
right,
You know what I mean? Like we're out here, hey, that brother's a soldier just like you are. That brother's willing to lay his life on the line for you, the
right,
same way you're willing to lay your life on the line for him.
right,
So this man's sincere. This man got faith. This man, he's a good brother. You know what I'm saying? He tries his best. He always puts his best foot forward. Why you always looking for something to hate on that man?
right,
Looking for something to criticize him for, man. When he's out here doing the same thing you're doing,
right.
fighting for that same crown, working for that same penny, man.
That's right. And it's one thing to admonish, brother. Like, you might see a brother doing something,
Yeah, yeah.
and it's not cool, or you feel it's gonna be a detriment to the brother. You put a brother aside, bro. I don't think you should do that.
Yeah.
But it's another thing when you every time the brother come around, you always got something negative to say about the man.
Hey, bro, like real quick, the script says to rebuke one another.
Yeah,
And of course, we gonna do that. But like the brother's saying, talking about like every time you hear the brother or see him, you look for something to pick at.
yeah,
You look for something to criticize him and bring him down for.
yeah. I mean, it's not supposed to be that way. We all coming out of the world. Yeah, we coming from different walks of life. Yeah, we gotta learn each other, but there's certain things, man. You know, as men, this is every man got to have a respect. When you have a when brothers come in the truth, brothers gotta respect each other. It's gotta be boundaries.
Yeah.
It's gotta be boundaries that can't be crossed with each other. If you know a brother is sensitive, or something may offend a brother, you don't go past that boundary.
I got one real quick, bro.
Go ahead.
This Isaiah 64:6. It says, "But we are all as an unclean thing, and
Mm-hmm.
all our righteousnesses are as filthy rags."
Right.
And
So all our righteousness is filthy rags. We're not even righteous of ourselves. The Lord, the fact that we in this truth is the mercy of the Lord.
calm.
You know, the fact that we even lie, we breathing, is the mercy of the Lord.
That's right, bro.
You know what I'm saying? So when you come into this truth, you know, we learn to become servants. First and foremost, we're servants.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're not, you know, the Lord didn't bring us in this thing to be, you know, high minded. We supposed to have a mind of a servant. We're supposed to serve one another in humility. Go
Let
on.
me read it again. It says, "But we are all as an unclean thing, and all our righteousnesses are as filthy rags, and we all do fade as a leaf, and our iniquities, like the wind, have taken us away." So, if you're always looking for something negative to say about a brother, always trying to bring a brother down, that's because you think that you're above that, bro. You
Right.
think that the scriptures have said that we are all unclean and on our righteousnesses are as filthy rags. Like your brother was saying, it's all through the mercy of Yahweh Shimon Shai we've been here. That
Yup.
we haven't been, judged and put to death for the things that we did do. So if you're always trying to bring a brother down, always talking shit about a brother, always, being negative, that means that you think that you're not unclean, that you think that your righteousness isn't, filthy. You know what I'm saying? You're thinking you're
Right.
somebody.
Right.
You're thinking like that you're above the brother that's doing the same thing you're doing. That's
Right.
putting in, loving the Lord with all his might, all his mind, all his heart, all
Mm-hmm.
his spirit. That's out there doing the work, showing his
Mm-hmm.
faith through his works.
Yup.
You thinking you're better than that man?
Right.
When like the brother said, hey man, the Most High be justified in taking us out for all the sins that we've committed, man.
That's right.
You know,
That's right. Go on.
kind of that was it on that one. Let me go back to Ecclesiastes though.
Cause you know the thing is, you know, when you come, you know, when you have brothers, you know, you gotta understand, you gotta, you know, you know, they got this word right called perspective, right? I'm gonna just use this as an example. Like on my job, right? I was working, you know, at this school or whatever. You know, I clean, you know, I do like a janitor type shit. So I'm working at this school, right? And one of the office ladies, secretary ladies, you know, she used to look down on custodians or whatever, right?
Yeah,
So one day she has to work with us. You know, she has to do that kind of work during the summer. And then she sees the process of what we do, how we do the job. She see everything. She because she used to make assumptions. Oh, custodians are lazy. Woody woo. They don't do this. They don't do that. But she seen. But once she got put in that put in our situation, she had to do what we had to do. She seen step by step the process, you know, the moving shit, putting shit together. It humbled her. You know what I'm saying? She ended up telling me and this other dude, like, damn, man, I have so much respect for y'all now. You know what I'm saying? I didn't know it was like that. Like, I didn't realize you had this so much work was being done like that.
yeah.
She had to humble herself. And see, the thing is, a lot of times you gotta put yourself in brother's shoes. You know, you gotta. That's what makes a great judge. A great judge has different perspective. Mean, you know, when they say spec the eye, you know, per person, you have when you have multiple views of things, it gives you a broader sense of judging. But when you bias and you impartial, you're going to be you're not a great judge because you're biased.
You're only gonna see one side.
You're always going to be one sided. But when you have multiple views of things and how you judge, you're always going to be able to make vast judgments and better judgments.
Because you
Uh,
could put yourself in that man's shoes, in that brother's shoes, and you could
yep.
see all right, this is why he did that, or
Yeah,
this is why he considered to act or maneuver in this way.
that's right. You see the bigger picture.
Yeah, if you're just looking at a brother like, oh, this brother, he's not how I am. He's not on my level. You're gonna be biased
That's
because
right.
you're gonna be holding him to a standard that that you set for yourself, and that you probably ain't even holding. That you're not even meeting.
That's right.
Let me get that in Philippians.
Yeah,
This
all right.
Philippians 2:3. It says, "Let nothing be done through strife or vainglory, but in lowliness of mind, let each esteem other better than themselves."
Yeah, you supposed to esteem your brother better than yourself. Like I was mentioning the perspective thing. Hey, cause a lot of times the assumption demon that come up. You
Con.
assume you making assumptions and shit. You ain't even knowing what's going on with the man, so you already making assumptions.
Yeah, you're doing something through strife.
Which makes you a prejudice.
Yeah.
You know what a prejudice is? That's somebody that prejudges something. Somebody that when you judge something before you even know the matter, that makes you a prejudice.
Con.
Prejudge. We not supposed to be prejudiced against our brothers. You supposed to be you supposed to judge. The scriptures say judge righteous judgment.
That's right, bro.
In order to judge righteous judgment, you can't be prejudiced. You can't be prejudging, making assumptions.
Yeah.
You got to understand what the hell is going on. In order to make a judgment, you got to know the matter.
Come on.
Go
Let me
on.
read that again. It says, "Let nothing be done through strife or vainglory, but in lowliness of mind, let each esteem other better than themselves."
Right. So all that nitpicking is going to turn into strife.
Yeah.
And really, it's all being done for vainglory. Because
Yeah.
what are you really doing that for? Are you doing that because you care about the bro? Or are you just doing it to make yourself look good?
Come
Go on.
on. Well, I'll read it again. It says, "But in lowliness of mind, let each esteem other better than themselves."
Yeah,
So
you
you
supposed to. It's like go ahead.
so like the brother was saying, if you always nitpick, on what on everything brothers do, that's because you're seeing yourself as better than that brother.
That's right.
Like, look, he ain't like me. He can't do like me. You
Right.
got to be like me. You're not coming at a brother with lowliness of mind, and you're not esteeming him better than you esteem yourself.
That's right.
You gotta what's the word, bro? Exhort. You gotta exhort brothers. You gotta esteem brothers. You gotta respect brothers. You know what I mean? And you gotta do it in humility, man, and in order, man.
That's right.
You
And
know what I
like
mean?
the Apostle Gabar always like what he says is in order to teach somebody, you have to know how to teach yourself.
Yeah.
How can you be profitable to somebody when you're not even profitable to your own self?
Come on. Hey, bro, what did Yahweh Shai say was the second commandment that was, like unto the first? He said to love your neighbor as yourself, right?
Yep.
So how you gonna, always be negative and bringing the brother down when you don't want somebody doing that to you?
That's right.
Because if he did that to you, you'd feel some type of way.
That's right.
You'd feel like, who the fuck is he to tell me something?
Right.
You know?
Right. And the first thing the Lord said before he said that was to love the Lord with all your heart and all your soul. And
Yep.
the only way you can love the Lord is keeping the commandments. And what is the commandment? The second thing the brother just said, which is to love your neighbor as yourself. So how can you say you love the Lord whom you have not seen, yet hate the man, the brother that you see every day in the flesh? You don't have no love for him.
Yeah, man.
You that makes you a liar. It makes you a hypocrite. Go on.
Hey, bro, because let's say this is a spiritual battle. We're spiritual soldiers. Hey, but even Esau and his army, hey, all them dudes are on one accord and in one mind, man.
Yeah.
There's no time to be bullshitting. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like everybody has an objective and is working to achieve that objective.
Right.
We're working to bring down America, known as Babylon in the scriptures, and to obtain salvation, man.
That's right. And you made a good point. Like with the army, like if an army is at war with another army, that army ain't gonna have time to be nitpicking each other and he don't like how he wore his boots. He got his helmet on crooked. Or those little stupid shit. They all gonna be focused on if you got a band of soldiers and they all on one accord, you don't matter who y'all up against. Y'all gonna have chances y'all defeating the opposition is high. Is highly. You more likely gonna defeat that opposing side. But when you have an army that's dysfunctional, when you have a band of soldiers that's dysfunctional, they don't like each other, they don't want to be around each other. That's defeat. You're gonna be defeated because there's no solidarity there.
Come.
So same thing with the truth. If you got brothers that's coming to camp, but but inwardly they don't like each other, what's gonna happen eventually? They're gonna go their separate ways, and when Satan comes, they're not gonna be able to. They don't have that shield.
The scripture say that we are one body.
Right.
We're the body of Yahweh Shai.
That's right.
If a body's dysfunctional, that means it's diseased.
Yeah.
And what happens to a diseased body if you don't take care of it, man? It dies.
Yep.
So we can't afford to have brothers, hating on each other. Brothers to be thinking, like the brother said, come to camp and inwardly not liking the man that's putting his life on the line, sacrificing his life for the Lord. If you don't like that, man, it's eventually gonna come out.
Right.
Like I was just saying, we're one body. The body, if the hand's if the mind's telling the hand to do this, but the hand's like, fuck that, I'm doing that, and the foot's over here and the other leg is over there.
Right.
It's not functioning properly. It's not working. It's not gonna be able to do what you got to do.
No, are we saying is every brother gonna kick it? No. You're gonna have some brothers' spirits that's not gonna mesh well together. But the point is, but even then, it has to be respect.
Yeah.
Just because brothers' spirits don't mesh, don't mean brothers gonna be like, man, fuck that dude. You know what I'm saying? No, you still show that respect. You just don't chill with each other. You don't fellowship like that. You know what I'm saying? But whenever you all each other's presence is respect.
Yep.
Period.
Come on, bro. Got another one. It's 1 Peter 5:5. It says, likewise, ye younger, submit yourself unto the elder. Ye all of you be subject one to another, and be clothed with humility.
Clothed with humility. You know what I'm saying? Like you can't forget. That's why certain movies is good to watch. Like those superhero movies, where they always show a lot of them superhero movies. What they have in common is when you watch them, when they show whoever the superhero, whatever superhero they're going into, they show you the humble beginnings of that superhero. They don't just start off with the superhero in his glory. They start off with the humble beginnings. Mm-hmm. Like for example, when you watch Spider-Man, when you first see that movie Spider-Man, they show him as a student in high school. He's just a regular person. He's struggling at his piece of job and shit. They showing him he's actually doing regular people shit. But throughout the movie, before he becomes Spider-Man, they showing you that he's basically a common man. They're showing you those humble beginnings. So when he becomes a superhero, that thing that's in him, those good quality traits that's in him is magnified of him being a superhero.
Yeah.
Well, same thing in this truth. You gotta be if you have these qualities within you, they're supposed to be manifested with your brothers. You know what I'm saying? You gotta manifest humility. Humility is manifested in how you treat your brothers and how you walk when you out in this world.
Let me read that again. It says, likewise, ye younger, submit yourselves unto the elder. Yea, all of you be subject one to another, and be clothed with humility.
Mm-hmm.
For Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai resisteth the proud, and giveth grace to the humble.
Giveth grace to the humble. So only way you can receive, honor, you gotta be humble.
Mm-hmm.
And it makes sense. If you show respect to somebody, is it gonna be a strange thing they show respect back to you? No. That's things you taught when you were a fucking child. Your parents tell you to respect authority or respect people that's older than you or above you. So it's the same thing with this truth, man. Can't
Yeah.
forget that.
Come.
Go on.
It says, "Humble yourselves, therefore, under the mighty hand of Yahweh Shem Yahushai, that He may exalt you in due time."
Right. So the Lord is going to exalt you, not yourself, your fleshly mind, pumping yourself up. That ain't nothing but a demon. The Lord has to exalt you. You know, hey, like I said, the fact that we know this is not of ourselves. This is of the Lord. We didn't just wallow into the truth. Shit, we didn't know nothing about this.
Come.
This is of the Lord. This is of Yahweh Shemi Shai. You know what I'm saying? 10 years ago, we was in our own little world. We didn't know what the hell was going on. But the fact that we here now, the moment is of the Lord.
Come.
You know what I'm saying? So you can't forget that, man. You can't forget that you was in this world lost.
Come, bro. Thoughts like that, remembering things like that should keep you humble,
Yeah.
and it should, keep you humble, and then make you deal with the brother in humility.
Yeah.
Because like the brother was saying, we in the world we was all lost, we was all into some bullshit.
Yeah.
The Most High had grace on us to open up our minds and our eyes and our ears to hear this, to receive it, and to have the opportunity to come out here and push it to try to fight for our salvation, man.
Yeah.
And that man that you got a problem with, he's doing the same thing.
That's right.
So you're being a hypocrite to deal with a brother like in a fucked up way, man.
And we have examples on the earth right now. Look at the apostles, the elders. You know what I'm saying? Do you see them doing always? They've been in the truth the longest out of all of us. Look at the example. Look how they don't, you don't see them exhibiting nigger behavior. You know what I'm saying? If they got problems, they deal with it among themselves.
Mm-hmm.
We don't even know. You know what I'm saying? That's how it's supposed to be. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you got an issue with a brother, you go see that man to man.
Yeah.
They ain't got to be nothing done on YouTube or no back and forth.
Hey, like the brother was saying about the apostles, like they're men, so I'm sure throughout the 30 plus years there's been things they've had to hash out, but whatever it is or whatever has happened, it doesn't get in the way of the main objective, man.
Right.
Which is of doing the work, man, pushing his work, man.
That's right.
Pushing his word, Salah.
That's right.
And that's how it should be, amongst us as well.
That's right.
Don't let no little small or unimportant or unnecessary things, get in the way if you, doing this to your full capabilities, man.
That's right. That's right.
I got another one, bro. This John 13:34. It says, "A new commandment I give unto you, that ye love one another as I have loved you,
right,
that ye also love one another. By this shall all men know that ye are my disciples, if you have love one to another."
And love is an action.
Yeah.
It's the things you do. It ain't the word. It ain't about words. It's about what you do. Because people will show you who he is by his actions, his deeds. You know what I'm saying? People say like with this, like when somebody, like let's say a celebrity dies or a famous person dies, everybody's all up in arms and saying how much they love that person and how much they had they always like to say they love or condolences to the family. But when it comes down to it, when it comes down to show how you love someone, or when it comes to actions, you don't see those people.
Yeah.
They just give lip service. They go on Twitter, they put all these fucking emojis. But when it comes down to it, they have no deeds. They ain't gonna do nothing toward that person to show them that they love them. These people are all lip. But what else? It's supposed to be actions, man. Go on.
Well, let me read it again. It says, "By this shall all men know that ye are my disciples, if ye have love one to another."
Mm-hmm.
And like your brother was saying, love is an action. So if you man of the Lord, you're gonna love the brotherhood, and you're gonna show it by showing the brothers respect, or dealing with the brothers, in humility.
Yep.
Being subject one to another. Of course, rebuking and reproving when you need to.
Yeah.
But not being, negative and nitpicking and putting a brother down every chance you get, man.
Right. Right.
And that was it on that one.
So, you had a closing script, or close it out?
We'll close it out, but I think that was it. Other one that I had right now.
Okay, so yeah, we're gonna wrap it up. Like I said, hopefully,
but Salak, actually, like that dude got another one that I had.
yeah.
Salak, yeah, this is Galatians 6:1. It says, "Brethren, if a man be overtaken in a fault, ye which are spiritual, restore such an one in the spirit of meekness, considering thyself, lest thou also be tempted."
Right, restore him in meekness. You know what I'm saying? You're supposed to restore a man with the intentions of restoring the man.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to just be coming to him because you're not feeling him or whatever.
Yeah. Hey, Salak, bro.
No, you good.
I was remind me saying real quick, like, if a brother does slip or does something, you can't come like, well, I've been waiting for him to fuck up so I could get on him.
Yeah.
Like the brother said, you got to restore him, with the intention of restoring him, to bringing him back up,
Yeah, it can't be personal. You know what I'm saying? Like, that bullshit. It has to be with the intention of restoring that man.
It says, considering thyself, lest thou also be tempted. You got to consider, like, I'm in the flesh too. I could slip up and do what he did too.
Right, or worse.
Yeah.
Shit, hey, sometimes a dude will get on a guy and he end up falling out.
Yeah.
And the guy that he got on is still be in it. You know?
Yeah, the man that you got on and rebuked more than you had to, that man showed humility. That man repented and is still pushing, man.
Yep.
And you're out in the world on a run or what have you,
Right. Just lost.
Yeah. So if a brother does slip, hey, restore him in humility and in meekness, because considering that, hey man, that could be me.
Yeah.
Yep. And I want the brother to restore me if it ever comes to that.
Right. That's right.
It says, bear ye one another's burden, and so fulfill the law for Mashiach. For if a man think himself to be something when he is nothing, he deceiveth himself.
You're only fooling yourself.
Yeah.
Like Ja Rule the Damager, he came with a song back in the day. You're playing yourself.
Yeah.
You're only playing yourself when you think you something that you're not.
Yeah.
That's what happened with a lot of these celebrities. Why you think certain celebrities, you have an actor, these certain celebrities, their egos will be so fucking huge that they end up destroying their career behind it.
Yeah.
Nobody wants to work with them. They make their lives difficult because they're so egotistical to the point nobody wants to be around them. Nobody wants to work with them. Well, it's the same thing with the truth. You become so egotistical, others don't even want to be around you no more. And you find yourself by yourself and you wondering like, damn, what the fuck is going on?
Yep.
It's you. That's what's going on. You gotta check yourself, man.
Yeah, examine yourself, man. And that was it on that, bro.
Right, so we're gonna wrap it up. Hopefully this was edifying to you brothers, man. Like I said, man, this was inspired by the brother in Dallas, Michael Allah. That brother hit a lot of solid points in that video, man. Hey man, at the end of the day, I mean, yeah, brothers, sometimes brothers gonna bump heads, but at the end of the day, man, we can't lose focus on why we here.
Yeah.
We damn sure can't take each other for granted. We need each other, man.
Come on, bro.
Every brother's spirit is beautiful. Every brother's spirit is the way the Lord made that brother. Yeah, you can't change that. You can't ain't gonna be 144,000 clones of you. Every brother is their own man and their own spirit, and they tailor made from the Lord.
Come on.
So, just keep that in mind. So with that, we're gonna wrap it up. We're gonna give all glory and praises to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahushai, Ba'ashem, Kakadash. Double honors to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Honors and salutations to the hopeful elect. Pushing his word and truth sincerely, we're gonna say Shalom.
Shalom.
Shalom.